Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've missed you all. If you're coming here for the first time, I'm Chimnoso, and today we're going to be doing a very subtle and simple makeup on my colleague and friend Ade Doing. So first of all guys, I'm going to apply the primer on her face. So sorry, my Igbo tongue is actually showing. I'm going to apply the primer on her face, and I'm going to use my hands to massage the primer into the skin because this is therapeutic. It relaxes the face and it relaxes either your model or your client. So that's what I'm doing, massaging her face, which is really, really important. And as you can see, she's smiling, she's enjoying it. So that is it, guys. I'm going to spray her face with this setting spray from Kiss Beauty, and then I'm going to be using my foundation, which is her shade. And the foundation, I just can't remember the name. When I remember, I'm going to, don't worry, I'm going to put everything in on the description box. You just have to check there and see the kind of foundation I'm using. Now my beauty blend is damp. I have to soak it in water and then dry it very, very well. And I'm going to run it over her face, kind of blending, using it to blend. And you don't rub, you dab. Please don't rub, dab, because rubbing is going to shift your foundation. So guys, that is just it, and you can see how flawlessly I am blending the foundation into the skin. So now I'll be using this concealer that is 2 shades lighter than her complexion. First of all, I'll be using this one that is just a shade lighter than her complexion for her inner corner, outer corners. And I'm going to blend them first. I'm going to do the blending first. So you blend the outer corner first and make sure you've gotten it very well blended. Then after that, you can see how I am blending, and I am making sure that there are no harsh lines. There is no difference between, or clear difference between the foundation and the concealer. So that's how to get your makeup flawless, to make it very flawless and beautiful. This is just the techniques. There is no two ways about it. Just learn how to blend and everything will just be fine. Now I'm going to use this particular concealer that is 2 shades lighter than her complexion to go over the inner corners, and then I'll just place it first, concentrating, and then her forehead, a little over her forehead, a little on her jaw, and then on her cupid's bow. So after that, I'm going to blend smoothly into the skin, smoothly into the skin, and I'm going to blend everything smoothly into the skin, making sure that there is no clear difference between the foundation and the concealer. So now that's what I am basically doing now. So right now I'm going to set in my concealer using my powder. I have a setting powder, but this technique of using setting powder to bake is actually something I learned from a friend and I've been enjoying it. Just use your normal powder to set in and then use your setting powder to bake. So now I'm just using a color that is 2 shades lighter to set in the concealers, and you can see I'm applying the powder where all the places or wherever I used the concealer. That will make it so smoothless. It's sorry, that will make it so smooth, and it will make it not to have cracks or break or crease. So now I'm going to use this um powder blush. I didn't do any cream contour or cream blush for her. So I'm going to just use my beauty blend to get the powder and dab on her cheek And if you want to get it well rounded, like on the cheek, please tell your model or your client to smile, because that's the tricks. There's no two ways about it. When they smile, you can get the apple of the cheek very well, and then apply it on the cheeks. Yeah. So now that's what I'm doing. I always tell my clients, even if you're not enjoying my makeup, you have a reason to smile, because sometimes I'll tell you to smile. If I want to apply my lipstick, I'll tell you to smile. So there is always a reason for you to smile. So now I'm going to bronze the whole face, like the forehead, the cheekbones, the jawbones, the jaw lines, using um a darker shade contour. I didn't do something extravagant because we are going for a soft look, a subtle look. So I don't want to make anything bold. So I'm just going with a soft contour, and then I'm going to contour her nose to make it look straight, snatched, and pointed. And guys, this is the most interesting part of makeup, the baking. I love this part very, very well. It used to be my favorite part. What's now my favorite part? Lips, yeah, and eyeshadow. Before it used to be this baking. So I'm going to bake with FayreGold setting powder in the shade. Is this cinnamon? I can't remember, but don't worry, I'm going to add that in the description box. So I'm going to bake and do a little bit of reverse contour her nose. I'm going to bake her forehead, do a reverse contour on her nose, the sides of her nose, and then her jaw too. And then I'm going to do a reverse contour on her cheekbones to bring them out. You have to get the face snatched, and just this is the trick. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is me trying to do a reverse contour on her cheekbones. Sorry, not jawbones, cheekbones, to get the cheek very, very snatched. And you can see the way I'm measuring. I'm trying so hard to make that line straight, because when you make it straight, it appears straight. If it's cornered, the face won't even appear straight. The face will be somehow cornered or so. So this is actually the best. So I'm going to lift up the corners of her eyes, still using the setting powder. I'm going to bake the corners of her eyes to get the face lifted, because you wouldn't like after the makeup, your face should, you don't want it to fall. You don't want it to look fallen. You don't want to look sad. You want to be snatched, right? So this is just the trick. For her brows, I'm using two eye pencils from Davies. I'm using the color 003, and I'm using the black. I don't know what number is it, but the color 003 is a darker shade of David, and then the black shade. So first of all, I'm going to use the black eye pencil to outline the brows, just kind of give it the shape I want. Then I'll be using the brown to shade in and fill in the brows, because you wouldn't want to use the black eyeshadow for everything. It will come off too it will come up too dark. So you would want it to be simple, to be natural, and this is it. This is how you do it. So now I'm just going to use the brown to outline the brows and then draw a very light strokes just by the front. For my concealer, for concealing the brows, I'm using the same concealer I used for the inner corners of her eyes, the one that is 2 shades lighter than her complexion. That's what I'm using for her. And I'm unlike other people that use the darker shade at the tip and at the beginning. I just use the brown for everything. I just used the concealer for all the lines. I just don't feel like using a different concealer because since you're going for a super look, if you want to go for if you're since I'm going for a soft look, I wouldn't want it to be super soft. If I had wanted it to be super soft, I would have gone with the darker shade and lighter shade concealer, all those things. But now I'm just using one concealer to do everything, and I will still use my powder to kind of blend everything and smoothen everything with her complexion. So for now, I'm just using the one concealer to conceal her under brows. For her upper part, if I had wanted to do it, I would have done it with her foundation color, the same foundation I used. But no, I didn't do that. I just want to leave that brows like that. Since you're going for since you're going for a soft look, it will be fine. It will be better for the upper part of the brows to be natural, to not look so drawn or dramatic. So now I'm going to be using a brown eyeshadow all over her eyes because I want to do something brown, something natural, something nude. So I'll just go over with the brown, and then after I'm going to get a little bit of black and brown eyeshadow. Just draw a line over her eyes. I don't know how to explain this part, but just watch and you will get what I'm doing, hopefully. So this is me using the black and the brown. And I also use the brown eyeshadow to draw her eyeliner. The black eyeshadow, sorry, to draw her eyeliner and make it smoky. So after that, I'm going to use a little powder to smoothen everything, especially the line under her brows. I wouldn't want the line to be there, so I'm going to smoothen everything. And one thing, I removed the part where I fixed her brow, sorry, her lashes. um there's nothing wrong with the part, it's just that it's not clear, it didn't show out well. But don't worry, very soon I'm going to make a detailed video on how to fix your lashes. In short, I'm going to show you how to fix your lashes yourself and how to fix on another person. So for now, I'm just going to remove the part for this video because it is not bright, it is not showing well. At this point, I'm liking the turnout for her eyeshadow. I'm liking the way everything is turning out because it's so beautiful. In short, I didn't know it's this beautiful till I watched this video. Just tell me in the comment section what you feel about this eyeshadow. I'll be there to reply you. Like, I want to also know what you feel because for me, it is fine. I wanted to use glitters, like brown glitters, all those things, but at some point I said no. So tell me what you think. Do you think it would have been better on glitters or is this perfect? So now I'm using the powder to blend in the eyeshadow to make it beautiful, to make it whole, to get it well blended. So for her lipstick, I'm using these two lipsticks from FayreGold. Sorry, one lipstick from FayreGold and one is a concealer, the same concealer I used for her inner corners. You see, one thing with makeup is that you can improvise. You can use one thing for different things. You understand? You can use one product for different things. So I've used this concealer to do so many things. You can see now. So now I'll also be using it for her lips, for the inner corners. First of all, I used the brown lipstick from FayreGold, and the concealer is also from FayreGold. It is in the shade bronze. Yeah, you can use Karachi. The shade Karachi is still perfect, but I'm using the shade bronze. I just want to show you how you can use one product for different things. That's how beautiful makeup is. So you just tell her to open her mouth a little bit while you apply the concealer just at the inner corners. And then, as usual, I tell my clients or my models to always pout their lip. Is it pout? Kind of pout their lips. I don't, I've forgotten the word, but just tell them to open ahead, just exactly what she's doing now. Tell them to do that, and then you still have to use your brush, your the brush for your lipstick to blend everything, because you wouldn't want the harsh lines to be showing, and when it's showing, your lips will look cracked, it will look big, and in short, the this thing can easily crack once you have harsh lines. So now I'm blending with my brush. You should have a lipstick brush. In short, have a brush for everything. That's the perfect way. And now I'm just blending. There is this thing I do for my clients. I always use a powder. Sometimes it could be an eyeshadow, sometimes it's just normal powder. I use it all over the lips, yes, on the lipstick. It will make it look matte. It will make it stay longer. I only don't do it when I know I'm going to use a gloss. But in a case where there is no gloss, please use the powder and just blend the lipstick with the powder. It will make it stay longer. Even if the person should have a French kiss with somebody, that that lipstick will still be there. It will still remain there, and nothing will happen to it. So now, and when you're applying the powder, you should make sure to blend, because it can look rough sometimes. So I am blending. I applied the same shade for our inner corners, the same shade of concealer. That's I use the powder for as the same shade. Then I'm using a darker powder for the outer corners of our lips. So that's it. So now this is the fine. I'm going to blend everything up with a powder that is just her complexion, her color. So that is it. I'm going to blend everything up smoothly. And as I'm blending the lines out, the lines for my reverse contour, the one for that I use in doing the hair and baking, all those things. I'm going to blend them out and make the makeup whole. So that is it now. And after that should be my spray, my setting spray to set the whole thing up. Please, before I forget, if you are blending, you should remember to put a powder that is a shade or two shades lighter than her complexion, just at under at her under eye, and then all those places you highlighted, because you wouldn't want your highlights to just go out when you are done applying the whole powder, especially if you're using a very good powder. If you just apply it like that, everything will just clean and the face will get whole. So you don't want that. So you should use a darker powder for her contour and a lighter powder for her highlights to still maintain the look. Do you get it? And now look at this makeup, guys. Just tell me what you feel about it. We are done. We are done with this video. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. I will be there and I will be replying you.